at 20 sacks one season. That's what Sammy Brown's role is on this team.
Well, Fitzpatrick booms this one. Inside the 15 goes Patrick Edwards. In the middle, outstanding return for Edwards after the 51-yard kick. Here's Jeremy Bloom.
We're on first half observations, just a lot of good defense. Number 55, Marcus McGraw for Houston, did a good job disguising his blitz packages, getting to GJ, forcing an early throw. And then for Tulsa, the two defensive ends, Walker and Todd, has done a great job getting around the edge, creating havoc for Case Keenum. But I think in the second half, the guys that are going to have the most pressure is the secondary for Tulsa. I think Houston's going to open up their offense and take some shots down the football field.
I think we saw, one shot basically down the field for Houston's offense?
And Tulsa is forcing the ball to be thrown short because you see those two safeties playing deep. See these guys back here staying real deep.
Here comes the pressure on Keenum. He still completes it to Edwards. As we look at the first half possessions for Houston, they had a good opening drive. They ended up punting, but then they scored on drive number 2 and took the lead, obviously, in the second. Tulsa pointing to Houston, and it will be movement against the Cougars.
63 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Only 3 penalties against Houston this afternoon. Neither team penalized a whole lot this year.
And that's one thing that both of these teams have done well. They've been very disciplined penalty-wise and really haven't beaten themselves at all.
Middle of the field looks open. Keenum looks to set up the screen pass, and he does. Sims, look out. Into Tulsa territory inside the 45-yard line. And that is the one play that Brent Guy, defensive coordinator, said we have to stop.
The one play and the one guy. He's the guy that they feel like whenever Houston needs a big play, they're going to run that screen or give the ball to Charles Sims.
23 on the play, and in Sims this time, that 23 was the longest play of the game so far.
Yeah, here's that previous play to Sims, and great blocks outside. Look at 63, Kevin Forsch out there. You've got Rowdy Harper out down there also. Those guys just want to get the ball out of Case's hands in a hurry, get it to a playmaker. They've got a lot of them on this team.
He finds your weakness and he exploits it. That's going to be knocked down at the line of scrimmage. It's hand-to-hand combat on the offense and defensive line. And now they're trying to separate some of the players.
Yeah, great job. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up in the air. It's a good job inside. I think that was Derek Jackson, number 92, right there. Great job getting his hands up, get in the passing lane, knock that ball down.
Boy, did you see Walker on that rush, though. Throw people aside. They're down in 6. Here comes the pressure on Keenum. Looks, pumps, throws, complete. First down, Houston. It'll be right at the first down marker. Carrier on the reception.
They brought a lot of pressure. They ended up getting to Keenum. See all the pressure coming. 5-man pressure. Keenum just stands in the pocket, takes the shot, gets the ball outside to Carrier, and Lowell Rose just falls down. The DB up there just falls down. That allows Carrier to get up the field.
7 catches, 55 yards, almost 8 yards of reception. And now we've got the Tulsa coaches are out on or Houston coaches out on the field for the measurement.
That's Jason Phillips, co-offensive coordinator there. I don't think he liked the spot, even though it looks like it's enough.
And he's got the first down. There's a good look at Jason along with Cliff Kingsbury. Jason was a wide receiver at Houston, played in the NFL. And, of course, Kingsbury threw for over 12,000 yards at Texas Tech.
You know, these coaches, they've done a fantastic job.
Absolutely.
I mean, offensively, Jason and Cliff, those guys have done a great job. And then defensively, Brian Stewart's done a great job.
First and 10, they rush for Keenum, hit as he throws, incomplete. But again, Keenum took a hit.
That's the key for Tulsa. And that was their game plan. You got to come in, you got to pressure Case Keenum. And see the pressure, just a 4-man rush. They're doing a great job inside. That's Jackson again, number 92, just coming straight up the gut. Forces that bad throw.
Second and 10. Should have been picked off. Too hard for Marco Nelson. right through his hands.
And just, he threw it too hard. That's one of the few bad throws that you'll see Keenum make. But you have to go back and think, is the pressure starting to get to him? Is he starting to force things because he's gotten a lot of pressure? That time, that ball just came out of there way too hot.
3rd and 10. Pressure again. Keenum reads it incomplete. Intended for Edwards. Rose was on the coverage.
Yeah, just they're playing just under coverage. Lowell Rose is just going to get under him, trail him. He's got help over the top. You can see Edwards can't get back to the ball. Lowell Rose is between him and the ball. There's no chance to make that catch.
And they will be going for it on 4th and 10. They rush 3, drop 8. Keenum throwing, complete, touchdown, Patrick Edwards.
Wow, they put so much pressure on a defense. Edwards just going to come and run this dig route, and watch Cornelius Arnick, number 32, just misses the ball. Goes right to Edwards, and he takes it into the end zone. This is a game of inches. Cornelius Arnick just comes up just a bit short.
Only 1 minute and 54 seconds to cover 67 yards. They did it in 9 plays. Talked about how Case Keenum finds your weakness and he will exploit it, and he did it on that occasion. And the extra point is good, so the Houston lead goes to 10. Keenum hooking up with Patrick Edwards, the former walk-on, with a 6. Patrick Edwards with 2 touchdown receptions already today, 46 straight games with a catch. He caps our scoring drive, brought to you by Kofi. Of course, the Houston Cougars already have one guy that has got the prestigious award. That, of course, is Andre Ware.
He had a great career himself. So you know it can be done at the University of Houston.
Yeah.
That's why I said Case Keenum. He should be more in the conversation, but Andre, great job moving around, mobile guy, threw the ball down the field very accurately. But when you compare the numbers, though, look at Andre's numbers, 63% completions. I think Keenum's about 73.
And here is Sims, gets up to about the 26-yard line. And I think Case Keenum, and Cliff Kingsbury told us this, Keenum has more to do, and nothing against Andre Ware, but he has more on his shoulders than Andre Ware has.
He's like the coach on the field.
Yeah.
He calls all the plays. Sometimes they just let him just tell him, you just go with it and call whatever you want, because he understands the system just that well.
Here comes the blitz. Keenum reads it, and that pass is going to be incomplete. Carrier off his hands. In fact, the Tulsa coaches, they said that they believe that Case Keenum checks about 100% of the time.
Yeah, no question. And they were anxious to see him up close.
Yeah.
Bill Blankenship said, I want to compare him to Whedon, Kellen Moore, Landry from Oklahoma. And Brent Guy said the same thing. It'd be his first time seeing him in person.
3rd down and 4, and there's the checking going on right now. They'll run it. Sims straight up the middle, got the first down up to the 40. Exploding for 14 yards.
But again, just like Brent Guy said, the defensive coordinator of Tulsa, when Houston needs a play, it's going to number 5. Now they just runs the draw inside, breaks it up the field for a big gain and another first down, but he was the guy. He said in order, concern was Keenum and then number 5.
The little delayed draw, and it'll be good for probably another 5 yards up to the 45-yard line. Michael Haynes, he's a senior out of East Bernard, Texas. He is their leading rusher. You look at him, he's got that low center of gravity and a good burst.
Yeah, they've got 3 guys, the running back spot that they roll through there, and all 3 of those guys are very productive.
2nd down and 5, they set up the little flip screen to Hayes. He is going to be shoved out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down at the 47-yard line. Jackson with 9 tackles for Tulsa today.
And this Houston offense doing a good job of not pressing.
Right.
And not forcing anything down the field. Tulsa's playing so much coverage, they're content with just taking the check downs and the swing passes and the screens, trying to move the ball down the field.
Movement. Justin Johnson jumped for Houston.
3 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Milton Howell was there to make sure the officials saw it. Yeah, and that should never happen. Receivers lining up, you're looking in at the ball. You probably can't hear the cadence anyway because it's getting loud in the stadium. There's no reason for a receiver to ever false start.
I think the spot is wrong. It's short by about a yard, I think. I think they've got to respot the football. Let's see if that's the case. Yeah, they're going to move it up a yard. What's a yard amongst friends, you know? The wind blew it. Kevin Sumlin wanted that yard.
Please reset the game clock to 2:58.
Near side official had it looked different than the far side. Now they're going to get the clock changed. First and 15 from the 48. Play action, the quick rifling the pass. Complete to Johnson. Dexter McCoyle, all 6'4", 222 pounds on the coverage, and make sure that he doesn't go anywhere.
And Tulsa feels like they've got a very good understanding of Houston's offense.
Yes.
So what they're doing is they're bringing pressure and forcing Case to get rid of the ball quickly and not giving them enough time to look down the field for the big play.
On 2nd and 11, here comes the pressure. Keenum just has to throw it away. That is not intentional grounding.
But again, no time.
Exactly.
Sean Jackson comes right up the gut and gets in Keenum's face. He doesn't have time. Watch 55, Sean Jackson. Comes late, does a great job just running over Charles Sims, the running back, trying to block him. And now Case looked like he was going to try to look down the field, but had to get out of there. Didn't have time.
Sims probably said, "Coach, please don't make me have to block him again."
You better go low.
There you see the 3 hurries, 7 knockdowns, 3rd down and 11. Pressure up the middle, he reads it complete. And that'll be short of the first down, but not by much. Actually, one of the officials is marking it. Well, it will be about a yard short.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Watch how aggressive Tulsa is. Look at, they bring 2 linebackers, Arnick and Doc, again, void the middle of the field, and they almost give up a long first down. But now Houston's in great position. They're going to go for it on 4th down, but it's because Tulsa was so aggressive on that third and long. I thought sure that they dropped 7 or 8 guys in coverage.
Now Tulsa moving a lot of guys around. On a previous 4th down play, Houston scored. They only need 1.
Oh.
And they called a timeout right before Tulsa jumped off sides. Wow.
Wow.
That was close. And Kevin Sumlin's team is going to talk it over with his troops. But you mentioned the quick throws by Case Keenum. And that's been the case today as we take a look at our Toyota playbook.
And he's had to throw quick because he's gotten a lot of quick pressure, but he's made some good plays too, particularly Patrick Edwards down the field. You see the touchdown there to Charles Sims, but Case Keenum does a great job of finding out where the pressure is coming from, and that was the big key for them. One of our keys is, will he have enough time to look down the field and throw the ball? He's had to get it out of his hands quickly, and that's what's eliminated the big play down the field from this Houston offense.
He's got 291 yards throwing the football. He's got 36 300 games this year, tying Timmy Chang for the NCAA best ever. Now he faces 4th down in less than a yard.
Everybody in the box, no safeties deep. Everybody in the box playing man coverage up top.
And he'll go deep. He has a man open. Caught! Touchdown, Patrick Edwards is third of the day.
And that's when they take their shots.